While mysticism is an essential element in every human religion, it can never be the whole context of any religion, because religions need to be fixed in a context of history, dogma, and institutions in order to be effective.
The mystic call is so great that it transcends religion, and it transcends any particular doctrine, it transcends any particular ideology.
Any attempts to limit mystical truth or the direct apprehension of the divine to fit into any one religion is futile.
Religion seems to me to be a social phenomenon which gathers people together, and the word itself means to bind together, and that's a very positive thing. But it also has a negative side, because it often binds people together in opposition to other people. And we're seeing that today in the world with all the conflicts between religions. What you see with the mystical heart of religion, the deep spirituality, is something which unites everyone.
Almost any religious tradition that fosters transcendent love is a potential starting place for mysticism.
The experience itself of mystical awakening is marked, I think, by two particular things. A profound sense of oneness, or communion with everything and everyone. And from that profound oneness arises this all-embracing love, something totally universal and which can hold all within it.
Almost all religious traditions encompass both an exterior form and an interior or mystical form of worship.
There's two terms that are really important to talk about when we're trying to understand this tension between the religious and the spiritual in many of the Abrahamic faiths, but specifically within Judaism. And Judaism and Islam share this intimately, which is different than Christianity. That is to say that the two terms are Kabbalah and Halakha. So I'll explain what each of those means. Kabbalah is the notion of transmission or the reception of gnosis, of mystical gnosis, that comes through the tradition from master to disciple or within a group of companions. Coupled with that are the strictures, or in many ways the framework for religious practice that we call Jewish law or halakha, which really means kind of the way that we walk in the world. What does the practice look like? So we could say on the one hand that Kabbalah is about the mystical experience, and halakha is about trying to create a vessel to be able to contain these experiences which are extraordinary and to embed them within the ordinary. That is, that within the ordinary way that we walk through the world, we want to be aware of this kind of gnosis that is inspiring us, but to understand that it needs to be embedded in a regular practice.
And I think some religious traditions have supported mystics more than other traditions have. I think they all have the teachings and these streams of blessings, but like, for example, with the Tibetans, they highly supported that. And their Buddhism really supported that. And because they were isolated from the rest of the world and there wasn't that much to do up there, they just focused on the spiritual.
The deity who is worshipped in this temple is both immanent in this world and of this world, and he's transcendent beyond this world. And that's how most Hindus, not all, look at God. That God is immanent and transcendent. In our practice here in the monastery, we have what we call interior worship and exterior worship. So we go every morning together, a whole community here of 21 monks, and we go into the temple and we do Siva Puja, and we worship with all our heart. and we worship the divine outside of us. And then we go to another little meditation hall right after that, and for 1 hour we put our feet together in Padmasana, lotus posture, and we close our eyes and we worship the inside, God on the inside of us. So that, in a sense, is an expression of the temple itself. It's both immanent and transcendent, so we worship the immanence, the form of God, and then we worship the transcendence, the formlessness, the inexpressible vastness of God on the inside.